which keeps you from looking at a 5 to life imprisonment.
You say what?
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You are Mr. Jamad
Yes, sir.
Bond. What's Brandon Jamad Bonshop? In summary, even though there are two paragraphs here, we're only going on paragraph 1,
Yes.
which keeps you from looking at a 5 to life imprisonment.
You say what?
Yeah, because
It's
you're
second
looking
degree.
at
It's not, it's a third degree. That's 2 to 10. I ain't looking at no 5 to life. It's 2
it's second. This is alleged
third degree.
a second degree felony.
It's actually it's a
third degree.
You're interrupting.
it's a second degree, Your Honor. With the prior, it could be a first degree, and we're going our agreement was the 5 over 10, Your Honor, limiting to the 5 years TVC.
Okay, the first paragraph.
5 probation, huh? Oh yeah, I apologize. You right?
The first paragraph alleges a second degree felony of assault on a peace officer, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then the second paragraph, which they are abandoning, is a burglary of a habitation conviction, which would have enhanced it to a first degree felony.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so we're only going on the second degree felony. In summary, and we agree to go in summary and
Yes,
waive a formal reading.
We do, Your Honor.
In summary, the indictment alleges that on or about June 25th, 2023, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the second degree felony of assault on a peace officer. Do you understand what you were charged with?
Yes, sir.
This is a second degree felony if convicted, which means you face a term of not more than 20 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand?
You say 2 to 10? Yes, sir, I understand.
Yes. An agreement's been reached where you would be sentenced to, is that a 5? That
That's
didn't look like a 5. It is, you would be sentenced to 5 years in prison. That would be suspended. You would be placed on 10 years regular probation. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
It was supposed to be 5 and 5, but yeah, it was supposed to be 5 years probation, right?
Let me just say this.
years.
At the end of the day, it's the length of probation. Y'all can agree on probation, and if I accept that, the length of probation is my decision solely. But I listen to the folks, and I'll listen. Sometimes I do less, sometimes but most times it's 10. Here's why. You do well. Are you going to do well on probation?
Yes, sir.
Then I can shorten it in 1/3, which is how long? 3 1/3 years.
That's cool.
Are you going to be the one?
I'm confused. Yes, sir.
Because I do it all the time for people who do well on probation. There's no reason to keep
Yes,
you on
sir.
probation for 10 years if you're doing well. We got too many 5,000 people on probation. We don't need that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's our agreement.
Yes,
5
sir.
years, and actually, this says here the following non-binding recommendation. It's non-binding because it's my call. Is probation for 10 years.
Flashing gang.
Nah, that's not. Yes, sir.
He's flashing some kind of
I
sign.
promise you. No, it's not, sir. I understand.
That's the second time he's done it.
I promise you.
He's
All right.
doing something.
All right.
I understand. I apologize.
Look,
All you
don't
have to
make a
do is rewind
fool
it.
out of this court, because all I've got to do is say, forget it. Let a jury decide.
Yes,
And
sir.
you're not eligible for probation
Yes, sir.
with a prior conviction. I can't understand that you would be that foolish to do that.
Yes, sir. I understand, Mr. John, Judge Stevenson.
Find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the second degree felony. I'm following this agreement. You were hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 5 years. That term of confinement is suspended. You were placed on regular probation for 10 years. There is no fine here, no restitution here. Anything else?
Not from us.
That is all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Mr. Schreiber's on bond for a harassment case. He's now picked up a new case.
Yes, sir.
You now stand charged with the offense of assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause.
On January 31st, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, officers responded to a family disturbance call. Upon arrival, officer met with the complaining witness, stated that she and the defendant are married. Complaining witness stated that the defendant had arrived home drunk and that she hid alcohol from him, leading to an argument. The complaining witness stated that the defendant then grabbed her by her hair and pulled, causing pain.
Is this the same complaining witness in the harassment case?
No, Judge, this is gonna be the defendant's wife. I've since spoken to her today in the back in the witness room.
Who is the
So
complaining
my
witness in the
understanding is
harassment?
that in the harassment, it's a neighbor, and then we now have the wife as the complainant.
Judge, if I may, then you may remember the old case. It involved a family that lived about 8/10 of a mile away and involved a dirt
I
bike.
don't remember anything.
And as a practical matter, no, it isn't a neighbor. It's a person who lives in the area. They don't, live next to each other. After this incident happened with the harassment case and his wife is here in court, Mr. Schreiber's now enrolled to go to a facility called Mallard Lake. It's a rehabilitation facility that addresses alcohol problems. He's going to be enrolling on Sunday. And they've sent the enrollment paperwork to my office yesterday. We are hoping that we can reset these cases to allow him to attend that. That is an inpatient program. We don't know how long he will be there, but I would anticipate it's going to be not less than 14 days. But of course, it's one of those things they'll judge his success as he goes.
I am all for it.
Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in here and say that I have set up playlists of some of my favorite cases and judges. So if you get bored and want to have a giggle or a gasp, then I could show you my cat's fridge, or you can check out these playlists. I'll leave a link below.
But you picked up a new case while you're on bond. I'm not going to let you go. I'm not going to give you any preferential treatment. You have to abide by all the rules, regulations as well. And when you pick up a new case, there are consequences. You're old enough to know that. When you have actions, you take the wrong action. There are no mistakes in life. There are actions. And when you take the wrong actions, there are serious consequences. I'm now revoking your bond in the harassment case. You're staying with me. Now, hold on. I'm not done with you. I'm also ordering you now not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not consuming.
So I still want to go to rehab?
Then we'll talk about that.
We'll work through all the, all the issues as far as there, but I'm not going to take your word for it that you're not going to consume. I need more concrete evidence. And the way that I do that are with these devices, and you're now with me, absolutely no tolerance. If I find that you're now a further danger to my community, I'm going to go nuts on your bond. Do you understand? So what does wife want? Does she want to continue to have contact with him?
She is here to ask that the court modify the conditions of the magistrate order for emergency protection. Since this incident happened, Mr. Schreiber's been living in a hotel. They've abided strictly, even with their communication and transportation today, with the no contact. However, she is asking that we remove that restriction and instead go with the no threatening or harassing communication.
I've spoken with her and confirmed all of counsel's represented, and we're not going to be unopposed. We're not going to be opposed to modifying it to no threatening or harassing.
So you have an order for protection that's been put in place by the magistrate. I'm leaving everything in that order intact except for one thing. Well, I guess two. Does the MOAP also say no contact as well?
It says no contact and don't go to their.
Got it. Okay, so I'm going to modify two things. The first thing I'm going to do is I will take off the residential restriction. Number two, I'm ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case. You need to understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. I could give a rat's behind what you think. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is, and it can land you in custody. And I'm going to tell you now, any more issues?
That's why I'm going to rehab, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
There are people in life when they drink, they're very happy. They're the life of the party.
That way.
Yeah, and then there are people who develop horns when they start drinking. If this is you, there's one easy solution. So what we'll do is I'll put the monitor on him. I'll waive the fee. Okay. I guess, correct. No alcohol, no drugs, random testing, no weapons, no threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness, the scram monitor, waive the fees. get with me as far as the facility and what they say about him having the device on and if they're okay with it, if they're not okay with it. If they're not, then we can work something out. But the minute he gets out, the next day, he's got to get the monitor on if they have a problem with it. And then you must charge this device every single day. If the battery goes dead, so does your bond. Do you understand? All right, so I'll set the new bond at 5,001 on the harassment case, and then we're done. All right, goes with you. Okay, Mr. Downey, so just
We'll get a reset, maybe 45 days out, should give us enough time.
do that. I need proof, though. Like, get me proof that he's actually enrolled and how long he's going to be there. On the harassment case, he's going to make bond. They'll give you a 7-day setting on that afterwards. Feel free to get with Victoria so that way you can match up the date after you get the new date, and then
I have the paperwork. How do you want me to get that to the court on the?
if you want to email it to us, it's okay. Email,
Okay,
probably the easiest. That way you don't have to come in and waste time.
no problem. Yeah, I will get it to you right now.
And then just one more thing, always just CC Sebastian. That way they always have it as well.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, all right, guys.
All right, awesome. Make sure that you stay on top of that, okay?
You know, in every other faculty, every other part of this guy's personality, it could be that he's a good guy, even a great one, and all of it means nothing, because they are someone that enjoys being violent towards their partner. And that makes all the good stuff they do have no substance of man behind it. They are just things that he was hiding behind. Instead of substance, a hollow facade. Abusers. They either are or aren't.
They should try a lot fucking harder at being aren't.